Hello everybody! Today we're going to be starting a game that was a huge part of my childhood. Like, I played so much of this game as a kid. I had put out a poll of whether to do the PS3 or PS2 version, and it tied because there were 4 people and 2 wanted one and 2 wanted the other. I thought about hooking up my PS3 to that capture card I bought recently, but I thought about it and I'm like, I'd rather just experience the PS2 version again. But I can't record my PS2, plus I'm loaning it out right now, so I don't exactly have it. And that'd be fine if it wasn't for one issue, and I've tested this with every game on my emulator. For some reason, the memory card on PCS X2 just doesn't work with this game. I don't know why. I've tried everything I could. I formatted it, changed it to a folder, tried all this stuff. Essentially, what we're going to be doing is a lot of save stating. But you don't care about that. Let's just get this started. I'm not prepared for him to be voiced by Mikey Kelly instead of James Arnold Taylor. I'm so used to James.
Final step. Attach robotic ignition system.
I need to turn on my subtitles.
Technology.
One of my favorite bits that they do for this intro is the fact that neither Ratchet nor Clank says a single word until they meet each other. It almost makes you think you're going to be dealing with silent protagonists. You know, it's amazing that they cared that much about a defect, that they chase him into space. Also, I don't think Veldin and I already forgot what planet the factory's on. I don't think they're that close together. Of course, I guess, you know, he does have the info bot that reveals Drek's plan. Metal baby. And so it begins. Inverted camera. No. No, that's no. That's not normal. That's inverted. Don't you at me.
Welcome to the
Yep, there we go. Now it's fixed. Let's go. Oh, I forgot how floaty the first game was. You feel kind of like you're on ice. It's got like a little bit of built-in input delay. As far as I know, there shouldn't be too many issues with emulation.
You can interrupt help desk messages.
Because, I mean, any of the stuff I saw of people talking about issues they were having was from, like, frickin' 2009 to 2011. It's been, like, 10 years. I would hope that they would, like, fix up one of the... Yeah. One of the, like, OG classics of the PS2.
Use the R1 button to crouch, and then press the
I don't think I was supposed to do that. No. Oh yeah, you can't move with this one. This ability is better in literally every other game because you can move with it. But at the same time, in every other game, there is less and less and less reason to ever use your wrench.
That's nanotech. Whenever you sustain injury,
because the gunplay just gets better the moment they add a strafe button, which I don't have. Instead, I can just do this. Also, the jump strike is just built different. It is always better. I never understood why they like fully modeled and animated his face when you're swinging, because he's like, ha ha, yeah. Nobody's ever gonna see that, because you're gonna be doing this. I mean, you know, props to the team. It shows that there were a lot of passion behind the developers. But I mean, you know there's passion behind the developers when in, like, I think it's in the Insomniac Museum of Ratchet Clank Going Commando. There's an interview. Oh yeah, we started with the bomb glove. There's an interview, or maybe it's like a little mini documentary thing about the first game. I don't remember what it is. But they were interviewing different developers, and their favorite thing to say is blow shit up, but censor it. Because it's a children's game. You can't say that. Ow. That's not a lot. Ow. I keep wanting to strafe. I'm so used to, like, going commando. I never noticed they get tired. I always wondered why they stopped firing. They kind of like power down. It's like they're sending all their electricity into you, so they have none left for themselves. Alright, let's pick up our homie. Still no dialogue. Ratchet's not like me. He doesn't just talk to himself and speak into the void.
Interesting.
Yay!
You're quite handy with your wrench.
You bet. I built that ship with it.
Currently, I'm in search of someone who could be of assistance in saving
Oh,
the
those
solar
subtitles
system.
were way
Do
behind.
you know where I might find that fellow?
Well, he's on the radio every week. Other than that, no. Hey, what's with all this save the solar system stuff anyway?
Hello, citizens of... My race, the Blog, have a small problem. Our planet has become so polluted, overpopulated, and poisonous that we are no longer able to dwell here.
Why do they need...
But I, Chairman
I was about to say, why
have
they
a
need toxic
solution.
masks? They don't have
We are
noses.
constructing a pristine
Obviously,
new
they
world
probably
using
breathe
the
through their
choicest
mouth.
planetary components available. So, what does this mean to you, you might ask? Using highly sophisticated technology, which you couldn't possibly understand, we will be extracting a large portion of your planet and adding it to our new one. Unfortunately, this change in mass will cause your planet to spin out of control and drift into the sun, where it will explode into a flaming ball of gas. But, of course, sacrifices must be made. Thank you for your cooperation.
Cut!
And if you don't like it, you can take your whiny, sniveling, snot-nosed populations, form a line behind me, and kiss my... We're still on? Well, turn it off, you idiot!
The people on those planets are hosed. Well, good luck getting Captain Clark to
Hosed.
help you.
Actually, you
It's
could help me.
2002,
If you could use your ship to take me to the
I
coordinates
think.
contained in this infobot, I might be able to gather further information there.
Even if I wanted to, I can't. I'm missing a crucial component of the ship.
The robotic ignition system.
How did you know that?
I, sir, happen to be equipped with the latest in robotic ignition systems. My programming allows me to start any ship I choose.
So, I agree to take you to this, wherever it is, and you get my ship started for me?
Wait, he didn't
That is
say
what
now
I'm
we're
proposing.
talking. Why did the subtitles say that? He never said that.
Deal.
This could be a problem. Take care of it.
Who could that have
Oh,
been?
this is great! So that's where I've been stuck this whole time.
Please return your appendages to the steering mechanism, sir.
Huh?
Why do most of these
Oh, right.
cutscenes not have
Sorry.
subtitles?
Oh, and by the way, you can stop calling me sir. The name's Ratchet.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
You got a name?
My serial number is V54296.
Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short. Hang on.
They really speed through this. Like, you don't think
So,
about
you
it.
see,
I mean,
would
it's
be
not like
most
Ratchet and
beneficial
Clank
if
is
your
the
citizens
peak
would
of
not
cinema
go to the city when my
storytelling.
workers begin removing it.
Preposterous! I will not stand for this.
Unfortunately, you have no choice in the matter.
Let's just see what Captain Quark has to say about that, my good man. I don't see what's so funny. Captain Quark could dispatch you without even breaking a sweat, you puny.
You have now officially worn out your welcome and my patience.
This is your last chance. Stop this madness now!
Ah, the days when people
Okay,
respected
wait.
Captain Quark.
You're right. I will withdraw my troops.
Really?
No! He's all yours, gentlemen. Try
No,
not to
I
leave any
won't.
marks.
Lamau got him. They're dead.
Clank? Where are you? Oh, sorry about that. Well, we're not leaving the way we came in,
Perhaps we could procure a ship from one of the inhabitants.
if there are any left.
You say if there are any left, this city still looks like it's standing, it's just on fire. Alright, this is one of my favorite parts about the first game that doesn't really come up much, ever, in the other ones. Wrong button. Is the fact that you have multiple objectives and different paths. It was still kind of a thing for the rest of the PS2 series, minus Deadlocked, but then they just started to drop it later on. Because, like, I think that's the sewer way, and then that's the way down the cliff we were just facing. And then there's a third path back here. I think there's, like, a gold bolt back there. Right? Yeah, let's go this way first. That's a wall. For all I know, I might need, like, Clank's Hydro Pack upgrade or something. Because I can dive underwater, but there's no point at the moment. Oh yeah, this is one of the few games that actually uses, if you didn't know, the PS2 has pressure-sensitive buttons. I don't think it works emulating it like this. I think it just goes all the way no matter what. But, like, if you were on a proper Prius 2, yeah, just slightly holding X will, like, make you go upwards and more of a diagonal. Holding down X harder will just make you go straight up. It's a feature that's barely utilized in most PlayStation games. Like, people don't realize the PS2 has pressure-sensitive buttons. I should have bought a gun. Though I guess I am gonna need the money for the info bot from the plumber. Because if this game loves one thing, it's its capitalistic barriers. Oh, I think it might be a case if I don't have the hydro pack, so it might be like a close call here. I might drown. Oh, no, that was easy. Though I can't see. Boxes! You're gonna need every bolt you can get early on. Because, some of the barriers you have to pay your way through will be like 1,000 to 2,000 bolts, and so are guns and other stuff you need to survive. Because the bomb glove's only gonna get you so far. Yes, technically you can beat the game with only the bomb glove and the wrench. It's just not a very pleasant experience. And also, it's kind of the whole point of the game. You'll get dumb weapons. Although I will say they are far more grounded in this first entry in the series. It's a lot more just pistols and rocket launchers, flamethrowers, and more. Isn't there supposed to be a gold bolt? Am I crazy? I think I missed it. Oh, we'll come back later. It's really no point. Oh, I gotta save up for the pyrocitor. I really do. Nah, I'm dumb. I'm going back in. So I definitely missed it. I know there's one in here. I just don't remember where. Was it behind a wall or something I could blow up? I feel like it was. It was! Money! I think I gotta save up about 500 for the plumber to get his infobot. Where does his infobot take us? I think it's Iridia. I think he's who we need to see to get Skid McBarnes. As I said, I played this game a lot, but it's been a long time. I haven't really touched my PS2 much since about maybe about 5 or 6 years ago when I got Persona 3, 4, SMT Nocturne, and the Digital Devil Saga games. Which I might think of playing those, but that'll be after Raito. Any Mega 10 games are usually kind of a big commitment. With their difficulty, you kind of have to grind. Once again, yes, technically you could get through, but I'm not looking to make them a challenge run. If I try a challenge run, it's gonna be in a different game than that. Maybe something like Baldur's Gate 3. Where it'll be like, I don't know, can you beat Baldur's Gate 3? Only as Gale wielding salami. I don't know. That sounds terrible out of context, doesn't it? Gale wielding his salami. But if you don't know anything about Baldur's Gate 3, there's at least one salami in the game. At least. I think there might actually be more. It can be wielded as a weapon for some reason. I say for some reason. It's definitely just a haha salami weapon. Haha. I vaguely remember there was a helmet that did something with these. I don't remember what it's supposed to do here. Is there more than one gold bolt per planet? It's not gonna tell me. I think you need some tracking gadget at the end of the game or something. Because I know there's the Mappermatic, or whatever it was, that's in the later games. I don't think it's in this one. Hell, I don't even know if this one has the box breaker. I think it does. That's a gadget you get later on, where when you do this, you break every box in the area. The one nice thing is that I do remember... Alright. Great way to show off that I remember. I do remember a method to get almost infinite bolts later in the game, so if I ever need to, like, get a bunch of money because I'm super behind, or I want to try all weapons for the series, I can always go back there and get them. In these early levels, there's not exactly much to comment on. I guess maybe just the fact that robot designs in this first game were weird. They kind of fit the aesthetic that a lot of the game has going for it, with, like, the CRT kind of vibe, the weapons looking all bolted together and, like, scrappy. I love that little animation of Ratchet just friggin' juggling the bomb and almost blowing it up. This game's got a lot of that charm. All the games have style, but I'd say this one has some of the most charm to it. Which tends to be a case in series, that, like, the first game has the most, like, fulfilled or realized kind of aesthetic. Of course, there are parts of this game that do look kind of clunky, like the ship just slowly floating down, but I guess it does at least have the impact on the legs. Some companies in this day and age of this game probably wouldn't have bothered to animate that. Is that really consequential? Not really. It's just neat.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Oh, what are you? Mercenaries? Torturers? Assassins? I'll tell you anything. Here, take my infobot. It's all I've got left.
Sir, we're not assassins.
Hold on. Let's see what he's got.
Hold on, I might kill him. Oh yeah, this one gets us Metropolis.
Has this ever happened to you? Hi, I'm Captain Quark, and believe me, there's nothing worse than staring down a Blargian snagglebeast from the inside and knowing your equipment isn't functioning properly. That's why I come to Al's RoboShack for all my electronic needs. Al has been the exclusive repair shop for my super electro gadgets since I was knee-high to a sand mouse. If Al can't fix it, it's not broke. Right, Al? You said it, pal. So if you're fighting crime, or just fighting grime, come to Al's RoboShack in Metropolis for all your robotic
You really
repairs.
like that one.
Al's RoboShack. It's quark-tastic.
Do you know what this means?
Yeah, Captain Quark is really sold out.
No, it means Captain Quark is on Metropolis. We could tell him about this invasion.
If we had a ship.
What? A ship? What? You're not going to torture me? Well, as planetary chairman, I could arrange for you to borrow our courier ship.
Cool.
You can count on us, sir.
Right. Thank you, your chairman shipliness.
Gadgetron infobots give you
These two are
coordinates
really
and
assuming
plans.
that,
You
like,
should press the select
that
button
ad
to
was
bring
live
the
streamed.
ship. It's time to start.
Because seeing a recording does not mean someone is still there. It just means they were there. I definitely have enough for the flamethrower and for the plumber. I don't have any movement speed increasing stuff yet. Might as well.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
That message up top just say "Eat it, Joe's." Here's the worst mechanic of this entire game, and it's that you can't just buy all ammo. You have to manually go through, and for some reason, the flamethrower starts at half ammo. Yeah, see what I mean about, like, all bolted together? It feels just like it's kind of scrappy. Whereas all the future games, they kind of have, like, a visual of sci-fi and, as I said, future. And I'm not talking about the Future trilogy. That's the PS3 games. I just mean the PS2 trilogy. Which is my and a lot of people's favorite part of the series. Some people really do like the future games, though. I personally have never played them. My Ratchet Clank history looks like the original PS2 trilogy, Secret Agent Clank for the PS2, playing All for One at a friend of my dad's house. I can't believe I missed that jump. And then Rift Apart when I finally got a PS5. But playing the PS2 games, I think on Up Your Arsenal specifically, because that's the first one I ever had. I was on, like, New Game Plus cycle, like, freaking 400. I played through it just over and over and over and over. Because, you know, when you're a kid, you don't have money to spend on new games. You got games at Christmas or your birthday. Unless you were one of those kids lucky enough where people would, like, trade games with their friends. I didn't have any friends that played video games at the time. Or if they did, it was just Minecraft on their family computer. I didn't have a family computer. So most of my time was just spent playing these games. These and Kingdom Hearts. It's probably why a lot of my content on my channel for the moment, other than Sonic Adventure right now, is gonna be a lot of PS2 stuff. It's just what I know, so, you know, might as well keep it going. And also, I've been seeing people start feeling nostalgic or be the type of, I wish I was born when the PS2 was relevant. I was born at the end of PS2's relevance. Well, end of PS2's relevancy is not a great way to phrase that. That would mean I'd be born in, like, 2009, 2010.
Blast it!
Look, plumber's crack.
But really, I should have grown up with the
I
PS3.
said, look, the plumber's
But
back.
All right,
I had a PS2, a Wii, and a
Shouldn't you be on one of
DS
them escape transports?
for the
Escape
longest
transports.
time.
Newsflash, giant robots attacking. The escape transports are
'Cause
taking
I'm only
all the
21.
rich folks off this goddamn planet.
So why aren't you on one?
Socioeconomic disparity.
What?
He hasn't got enough balls.
Fighting
Working people have to wait
politics.
for Captain Quark to save us.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
I got this thing. Shows two weirdos ditching their ship. It's got coordinates to a desert planet, too.
An infobot. Ratchet, we could use that.
I always thought him saying desert planet was weird, because Iridia is, like, dark. But it's a desert planet, just at night. I wasn't the smartest kid.
Did he just slide down a sewer pipe?
Mayday, mayday! This is the solar ship Radical. We seem to be under attack from the planet's surface.
Relax, kid. It looks like some sort of fireworks display. Probably in your honor.
Whoa! That was close! Ah!
Why were they being
Oh,
attacked?
we've been hit!
An unexpected detour. When we land, I'll see if I can scare up an exhibition for you.
We're not gonna live that long!
Kid, let's M-screen!
Eject! Eject!
Did you see that guy on the left? That was Skid McMarks.
Does he know Captain Quark?
I doubt it. He's a pro hoverboarder, always going off about how cool he is.
Looks like he's in trouble.
I'll say, I've never seen him look so freaked out.
Well, yeah, he was about to die.
To enter look-around
But
mode,
I've never
press
questioned that.
and hold the
Why
L1.
were they being attacked? There's nobody on the surface of Iridia that really should be attacking them, I don't think. There's no galactic war or anything going on like there is in Up Your Arsenal. So who knows? Whee! I love sewer water! The satisfying 5 bolts. Yummy, yummy sewage water. Alright, let's go save Skid. Actually, I should go to Metropolis first. Got a little important something I should do there. And it's next on the list. Oh, there are more than one. So one must be back there, in that little spot where I mentioned a helmet being needed. But that's a late game thing where you come back for it. I remember my copy of Up Your Arsenal got so scratched that these iconic loading screens, they would just keep going, just through space, for like 10 minutes. And then eventually it might load, it might not. Get ready for the most iconic track in all of Ratchet and Clank. Everybody remembers this. Oh, the city! It was really impressive as like a 6-year-old in 2009 to see this. I know what you're thinking. 2009, PS3 has been out.
I got some great...
I told you, I lived off the PS2. Everyone else was playing the new frickin' Last of Us.
Welcome to the Captain Quark
I was playing
Fitness
Jimmy
course.
Neutron Attack
If
of
you're
the
strong
Twonkies.
enough, fast enough, and clever enough to beat my fitness challenge, you will receive a reward from my head trainer. Simply make your way to the third island to complete the course. Good luck. Quark Enterprises is not responsible for sprains, broken bones, snapped tendons, bruised egos, or accidental death incurred while taking the challenge.
Damn, I was really
Excuse me,
hoping they'd
Captain,
insure
but
my
we have more
bruised
pressing
ego.
issues. We urgently need your assistance.
Clank,
Yes?
do you notice anything unusual about Captain Quark?
Well, I find the fact that he has a spring where his leg should be to be quite puzzling.
And why do you think that is?
Possibly an injury incurred while battling evil?
This isn't the real Captain Quark, you numbskull. It's a robot.
Oh.
Oh. Ratchet, don't bully him, he's baby. Quite literally, he was born, like, today. I wonder, you know, later in the series, we have things like, what was his name? There's something shady, the black arms dealer. What was his name? Slim Cognito. It was Slim Cognito. He talks about selling a illegal weapon to a kid because he's like, he looked 18. Would that apply to robots too? Because Clank is naive because he's like newly born. But he's not a child because he still has enough information. It's just the naivete.
These moving walls also...
Yeah. I got it.
You kick off the walls in midair until you reach the top.
I'm a gamer, pro gamer. I was gonna try to jump around that, I would have died. Not really, there's no fall damage in this game. This game has some of the easiest wall jumps of any game with wall jumps of this era. So many games had finicky wall jumps where it's just like, will you make it? Probably not. We got through without a bruised ego, though. Call that a win.
Listen up, you loudballs! That was the most pathetic display I have ever seen on that obstacle course!
What do you mean?
We finished the circuit, ma'am.
Oh yeah, but it is weak. When I was competing, I would devour courses like that for breakfast.
Bet that's not all.
If it were up to me, you would drill for the rest of the day. But somehow you managed to impress that fool Captain Quark.
Captain Quark knows about us?
He certainly does. And worst of all, he wants me to give you a prize for that ridiculous performance.
Cool, what is it?
Cool, what is it? Give me it.
Give you a swing shot, so you can sway to and fro like little insects.
All right, let's see it.
Not so fast. Today, the two of you disgraced my obstacle course, so
I think it's only like 1,000 volts.
Pay.
But that prize is ours from the captain. That's not fair.
Too bad, life's not fair.
Yep, 1,000. All right.
Sweet. I bet Captain Quark uses stuff like this all the time.
Ha! Real men can swing without silly toys like that. The two of you make me sick.
The way she just stands there.
Congratulations on your new Gadgetron.
Also, I just want to point out, they made like 2002, once again. This game is old, so they do things like that. They made a fat joke about her, with Ratchet being like, I bet that's not all you eat. She's a robot. Are robots just built fat? Like, most robots in this franchise have, like, a purpose in their make or model. She does not. But there are multiple robots with her exact physique. Alright, we could go to Iridia, or we could keep going straight on. Because that's something that you gotta do a lot in this game, is a lot of backtracking to get items like the swing shot, which is something I'm gonna need on Iridia. But as I see it, we're gonna keep going on Metropolis, but that'll be reserved for the next part. So see you there for the next episode of Ratchet and Clank.